I don't care to know, and I don't know exactly how this stuff gets done. All I know is that I want it done. If you are approaching life from that mindset, there's not going to be any amount of explaining that a man's going to be able to do to tell you, listen, Linda, listen, Linda, I'm not going to be able to cupcake with you all day. I can't. And because women don't think about the support that you gotta give a man like that, they think they supposed to be able to sit around and wait on his money. It's so many different aspects because they think a man with money is supposed to spend money on them rather than invest money in them, which is something different. That's why they want the $300, the 5-star, the Michelin first date.
Yeah.
You want him to spend money on you. I want the guy that's going to invest it in me, that's going to see the potential and say, you know what, this is what I'm going to do. This is what I'm going to do for you. It might not even be tangible money, but it'll be something that actually propels me forward. They don't think about the support, because if you thought about the support that you would have to give a man like that, you would know that you got something to do. And you going to be busy right along with him.
Yeah.
And he going to have you ripping and running and doing, because if you want that kind of man, you going to work for him.
Yeah.
You're going to, listen, this is a reason why I call them lionesses. Lionesses do what? We
you're right.
hunt
You're absolutely
for
correct.
the lion. We go get it for him.
Yeah.
We go get the gazelle and the wildebeest. We go get it. If it's a bigger prey and we need him to come help us out, he'll come help us out. But if we chasing Thompson gazelles across the plain, I'm expected to go get that and bring it back to him. I work for him, and we don't like that. We don't like that sentiment. We don't like it because we think that means that we're underneath him, and you are. You are. Because if you have a man that's worth following, if he has leadership, that means you're in the follower position. I hate that partner stuff. I am not this man's business partner. He is a leader and I'm follower. That don't make me stupid. It don't make me not valuable. It don't make me none of that stuff. He wants the followership because that boosts his leadership. If you're in the proper followership position, then he's going to use that energy that you've given him. That's the purpose of you. That's the purpose of the feminine energy. He already got masculine energy. He already got all this stuff. He needs the one thing he don't produce, and that's you and your femininity. He don't produce that. That's an energy he don't really produce. So he's getting it from you to complete that balance so he can move forward in a balanced way to do all of this stuff. And when you start talking like this and it gets away from this material stuff that they want, they start frowning up. I don't know, she talking about he gonna have to give me, I ain't taking no coffee date. Like, stop. You know what I'm saying? They don't like coffee dates because they don't want to sit and talk and show a man what their character is, because the character bad.
Yeah.
So you don't like the conversation, because a man about his business, the kind of man you want, is not asking you your favorite color and your zodiac sign. He don't care.
I really don't. I
Okay?
genuinely don't.
He don't care. He's talking to you, and it ain't even a questionnaire. He just talking to you just to see where your mind is at, just to see how you think about stuff, just to see what perspective of life you have. And if it don't ride with what he riding with, this is where you don't get the second date. He ain't gonna read you. He just gonna not be available no more.
You know, the interesting thing about it is that you've been able to kind of see behind the scenes of how it is that me and my wife work out, right? Or how it is that we kind of operate. And it very much aligns with what it is that you just described, and that they think that she just sits around and she shops all day. And it's nothing like that.
No.
It's nothing like that at all.
I don't know.
What do you think about women shunning a normal guy? In which it doesn't mean that that particular guy is not going to grow, that he's not going to elevate, that he's not going to be a better version of himself every single year. But for some reason, the guy that goes to work every day and the blue collar guy and the man that's taking care of his family and everything like that. That guy is not celebrated anymore, right? The middle class person, it's almost like you got to be a finished product, or you got to be pretty close to, or they got to be able to see the vision of whether or not you're going to be a finished product way before they even have a conversation with you today. Women seems to be, and I'm sure you got a better perspective on the mindset of how a lot of these women are operating today. Women seem to be shunning the normal guy or the regular middle class or the blue collar guy. Why do you think that is?
Because they don't know how to use their hypergamy. Have no idea how to use hypergamy. And hypergamy gets a bad rap because of how these women utilize it in this destructive kind of way. We're naturally hypergamous. What does that mean? It doesn't just mean the literal definition of marrying up, hypergamy, right? But it is also a woman's desire to always want something better.
Yeah.
Something better, something better, the better version, the better version. Using hypergamy the wrong way is why these women overlook the so-called, what I call the regular old brother, the average man. He's making $50,000 a year or something like that. They don't see him as this finished product and they don't want to deal with him because they don't know how to use their hypergamy to push him in that area, to make him go in that area, to influence him in that way. Because they don't know how to do that they gotta have a finished product. That's like somebody that's gotta shop for clothes because they can't make clothes.
Yeah.
Right? You will pay a stupid amount for clothes because you don't know how to sew them. I don't even buy expensive clothes because I've been a seamstress for 20 some years. I know what material they just use, and I know that piece of clothing cost them all of $2.50 to make. I am not paying them $500 for it. Right. I will not. The analogy there, though, is if you understand as a woman how to be I'm extremely hypergamous.
Women naturally are.
We naturally are. But what I won't do is hop from man to man.
Monkey branching.
Monkey branch to the better man. That's where the destruction comes from. Because I've got one foot in the relationship and one foot out, and I'm always doing this to see if there's a better prospect instead of supporting him and using your hypergamy. A woman's hypergamy is they're living in a 2-bedroom apartment with you, and you're outgrowing it, and she says, "Baby, I'm pregnant again. We got 2 kids and one on the way. We can't live in this two-bedroom apartment no more." That's hypergamy. He gonna start thinking now, yeah, we can't. We run out of room. He's thinking out of it from a practical standpoint. Okay, now what do I gotta do? Do I gotta put more hours in at work? Do I gotta find another side job? What do I gotta do to make that happen?
Right.
Is the next move a 3-bedroom apartment, or is the next move a house? Next move probably needs to be a house. Yeah. Okay, let me go that way. That's her hypergamy, without monkey branching out of the relationship. And too many women think that means I'm not building no man. I'm not making him do that. He's supposed to be doing that already. You're not building him. You're building with him.
Yeah.